These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mark Z via PDK. Urgent, the foreign ministry announces the success of Iraqi American negotiations on the presence of coalition forces in the country. This has really been some kind of week over there. Years ago, Trump told us the troops would leave when Iraq gets revalued and we get paid. Right, Mountain Goat says the hot topic in the CBI, as my contact told me, is that the CBI is working towards getting the parallel black market rate in check with the official CBI rate of the dinar. I asked my contact why the past plan to end this crisis has not ended it. I was told it was taking more than expected for the measures underway to take hold, but that they will eventually end the crisis and the rate will come down. Mount Go says, I then asked about the basket of currencies we've been hearing about to repeg the dinar. I was told this is coming, but they can't peg the current in-country rate until they resolve the parallel market crisis and move to Forex. This is exactly what I wanted and needed to hear. This falls directly in line with the 2011 Dr. Shabibi plan I have talked so much about already, so all is very good in my eyes as far as this process goes. All right, Pimpy says Iraq has a few more things they really have to fix, taxation and their tax system in general. In addition to that, they have to learn how to balance a budget. Balancing their budget, fixing their tax system would go a long ways in Iraq. Mark Zevia PDK, article quote, US dollar exchange rate drops in Baghdad and Erbil. Mark Z says Iraq is going to be forced to pull that trigger sooner rather than later. This is a good sign for us and is going to force them to push forward with a value change. They want to be pegged to a basket to realize their full value. Militiaman says an investment budget, it's not going to work at 1310. They don't have enough dinar to do that. The project is to delete the zeros off the exchange rate. Once they have done that, they've applied the real effective exchange rate, they're going to have to do things differently. The world knows that. WTO, Bank of International Settlements, IMF, US Treasury, US Fed, everybody seems to be the ones that are knowing it, but they just haven't quite done it yet, or are they working to finish a process that is highly complex? That's my opinion. Frank 26 question, do you think they'll come out with a sucker rate? Frank says, I don't care if it's suckered or not. Give me a rate. Give it to me. Make it international. Let it go. They'll float it up. Give me 10 cents. I don't care. Sampson has an article quote with a growth rate of 150% taxes announce an increase in their revenues to more than 4 trillion. Another quote, Baghdad and the General Tax Authority announced on Thursday that its revenues had risen 4 trillion and 500 million dinars within 8 months. Mark Z via PDK question, are the rates showing up on bank screens? Mark Z says, I've not personally seen them show up on the teller screens yet, but there are reports of tellers showing people the rates. Walking Stick, the electronic platform that Aki's bank is doing are being done in the banks around the world linking up to the CBI. The citizens from here to there, Visa/MasterCard, all these accounts, this is a big deal. This is the door that is opening up for the Iraqi dinar to float. Nader from the Mideast, Algeria is big and has a lot of assets, but they have a lot less than Iraq, and their dinar is stronger than Iraqi dinars. If you look at the Tunisian dinars, Tunisia has nothing, and their dinars are 3 to 1, 3 dinars to $1. My point is these people have nothing. They're coming out of a revolution that is a mess. It's completely a mess. They lost a lot. The private sector is a mess, and their dinar is still strong. Iraq, this rate is still a punishment rate. They have to revalue. If they revalue, they're going to revalue 1 to 1. Pimpy says people are getting confused when they delete the zeros. They'll change the currency. It's not the exchange rate. That's where the confusion is. If I have a 25,000 dinar, I delete the zeros. Now I have a currency that comes out. They have the same value. The nominal value is a number 25,000. The new one says 25, but the exchange rate between these two currencies stays the same. That's 1 to 1. What they're saying is 25,000 dinar has an equal value of the 25 dinar. That goes on for a little time until people trade in all notes. They're not talking about against other currencies. All right, Frank 26 says they are removing the dollar. It's only used in 3 different ways. The government of Iraq will use the dollar as they see fit. The Iraqi citizens, if they want to buy medicine, can go to a bank and receive American dollars for their dinars. The last way the Iraqi dinar will be used is Iraqi citizens can go to a bank, take dollars out if they prove they are traveling abroad and need the dollar. The dollar is being ignored, pushed aside. All the things the Iraqi dinar has been punished for 20 years, now the dollar will have the same symptoms. Whereas the dinar will gain security and stability because everybody will be using it. Lastly, Mark Z via PDK question, can the RV happen before March 11th? Fiat slash asset backflip. Mark Z says, I don't know about that date, but it's anticipated to happen soon. Can it happen before that date? Absolutely, especially what is happening this week. Monday already was a huge day.